My name is Jonathan Cooey, and I have no conflicts of interest. The ethical principle of informed consent has been effectively ignored for the duration of the pandemic. The FDA and the CDC long ago failed to meet their responsibility to ensure informed consent in those healthy adults who have already been transfected, most egregiously in the healthy college students and teens for whom there was never an emergency. The CDC and FDA failed again just days ago to provide the opportunity for informed consent, this time for parents of children under 5, in recommending the transfections as safe and effective. After nearly 2 years of calling transfection by lipid nanoparticle an investigative vaccine, the FDA and CDC have failed to provide informed consent by pushing a false equivalence between transfection and the traditional live attenuated and recombinant vaccines. You have failed to inform the public that transfection, the expression of a viral protein via the injection of synthetic RNA, is a highly variable and tissue-dependent process that we are unsure can provide meaningful immune memory, the goal of any vaccination. You have failed to notify the public of the potential for autoimmunity while also failing to look for this known downside of this technique. The FDA and CDC indeed have no data to support recommending transfection in 2022. After more than 2 years, you have failed to inform the public that you know the studies upon which these recommendations are based were woefully underpowered. In place of informed consent, you have pushed the vague concepts of safe and effective until they were devoid of meaning. The studies used to specifically recommend transfection to the under 5 age group are statistical jokes without clinically relevant, without meaningful endpoints. You know immunobridging to non-inferiority is useless. Of course, the CDC, NIH, and NIAID have also failed to inform the public that they knew from the start in late 2019 that the virus had several key molecular aspects that indicated both its origin and the countermeasures that would be expected to work. But instead, they said they knew nothing. They said they could see nothing unusual and that our immune systems were equally vulnerable to it. The FDA, the CDC, they ran with it. Your data from your own presentations demonstrate that the vast majority of kids have been infected, which is a primary counterindication to the administration of any vaccine before 2020. You are pushing products under the guise of a regulatory framework that we know by your own actions is pro forma only. You failed to inform the public that you know from studying influenza and other viruses that the developing immune system is an impossibly complicated process that involves imprinting mechanisms that cannot be reversed. The catalog of molecular immune memories that protects us for a lifetime is formed through the countless exposures to pathogens throughout our childhood, and you have failed to inform us that you know that a transfection to a 2020 viral coat protein is not going to usefully augment this process. You know it will not meaningfully protect these children because there is a literal planet's worth of data informing you of this fact. By representing any certainty about transfection as immunization, you are failing the American public and the world. It's called biology. Please get some, and then do your job. Thank you.